What's going on there, everyone? Well, this is an article that's been circulating around through different media agencies. It hasn't been getting much traction, but I want to link this to the impeachment situation and if it moves to the Senate. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's just go through this to see why this would be so incredibly devastating for the Democrats if they keep impeachment moving forward and vote. See, the best thing for them to do right now, honestly, after sitting there and watching 2 weeks worth of impeachment hearings, the best thing they really could do would be a vote to censure Donald Trump. Going forward with an impeachment, taking it into the Senate, Trump wants a trial. That could be devastating to the Democratic Party. But let's get into this real quick. Ukrainian lawmaker alleges Hunter Biden and partners received $16.5 million obtained by criminal means. Report. That's a pretty strong statement. Let's see what they're saying here. A Ukrainian member of parliament alleged on Wednesday that $16.5 million received by former Vice President Joe Biden's son Hunter Biden and his partners through Burisma Holdings was stolen from the Ukrainian citizens. Hunter Biden took a position at the board of the Ukrainian natural gas firm Burisma Holdings in April 2014, months after his father had been named the Obama administration's point man for the Ukraine, the Wall Street Journal reported. An official with ties to Burisma told the Journal Biden's compensation was around $50,000 per month. The position with the company ended in April of this year, the same month Joe Biden announced his presidential candidacy. Over the course of 5 years that Hunter Biden was on Burisma board, he would have earned $3 million in compensation. Ukrainian members of parliament Andrei Derkach stated that the Ukrainian Prosecutor General's office had reasons to believe Burisma's owner, Mykola Zlochevsky, obtained the funds paid to Biden and his associates by criminal means. The PGO document once again confirms the data I had previously published on Burisma and international corruption, according to Zlochevsky's suspicion notice. Biden and partners received their $16.5 million for their services to Burisma, Derkach said at the news conference in Kyiv, according to Interfax Ukraine. Excuse me. Biden received funds not due to the successful activity of Burisma or for brilliant business decisions or recommendations. This is the money of Ukraine's citizens. The funds were obtained by criminal means. That's what they say in the PGO, and the member of parliament said. Those are strong allegations right there. Derkach went on to detail, based on investigative journalist reports, that Zlochevsky laundered funds from the Yanukovych criminal organization in the Ukraine through 3 companies in Latvia. Derkach pointed out that ex-prosecutor general Viktor Shlokin had repeatedly been in contact with the National Anti-Corruption Bureau of the Ukraine in context of criminal proceedings regarding Burisma. Shlokin's activities caught Joe Biden's attention during his visit to Kiev in December 2015. When he returned in March 2016, the then vice president demanded Shlokin be fired by the time Biden left the country 6 hours from then, or Ukraine would not be receiving aid. The instrument issued for pressure was the $1 billion credit guaranteed that the United States should have provided to the Ukraine. Biden himself acknowledged the pressure in his speech to the U.S. Foreign Relations Council in January 2018, Derkach said, which there is the famous video of Biden announcing his quid pro quo. The lawyers also stated from May 2014 to October 2015, Burisma transferred $4.8 million to Hunter Biden's investment company, Rosemont Seneca Partners, which made a payment to him of $871,000. Real Clear Investigations reported that a watchdog group determined Biden received more than 12 times comparable board pay at similarly sized companies. GOP Representative Elise Stefanik, who is a Jim, of New York, noted that multiple witnesses who have appeared before the House Intelligence Committee impeachment query have agreed that Hunter Biden's position on the Burisma board, while his father oversaw Ukraine policy, raised concerns about potential conflicts of interest. Very important facts. Both witnesses confirmed that defensive legal aid was provided to Ukraine by President Trump, not the Obama administration. Both witnesses confirmed that Hunter Biden serving on the board of Burisma had the appearance of a conflict of interest. From Representative Elise Stefanik. She said that every witness who has testified has been asked, confirmed it had the appearance of conflict of interest. Yes, but why I say this is so important for the impeachment inquiry. Well, let's move here real quick, just as a side note. Remember when Fiona Hill was testifying on the impeachment inquiry? Fiona Hill calls theories about election interference by Ukraine false. Yes, she sure did. What was her Fiona Hill said, a theory that Ukraine interference in the 2016 election was a fictional narrative fueled by Russian propaganda. Okay, well, Fiona Hill, I hate to tell you, this is back in 2017 from Politico, which is a left-leaning publication that, dare I say, is fairly anti-Trump. What did they come up with? Ukrainian government officials tried to help Hillary Clinton and undermine Trump by publicly questioning his fitness for office. They also disseminated documents implicating a top Trump aide in corruption and suggest they were investigating into the matter. I believe that was Paul Manafort, which he did get in trouble, so that's okay. You know, when there is corruption, we still need to weed it out, whether they're on my side or not. I don't care. Corruption's no good. Only to back away after the election. They helped the Clinton allies research damaging information on Trump and his advisors, a Politico investigation found. A Ukrainian-American operative who was consulting for the Democratic National Committee met with top officials in the Ukrainian embassy in Washington in an effort to expose ties between Trump, top aide Paul Manafort, and Russia, according to the people with direct knowledge. So yes, the Ukrainians were actively, colluding with the Democrats in an effort to boost Clinton and negatively affect Trump. So I don't know where she's coming up with her information. It seems that a lot of these people don't seem to take American interest over the Ukraine's interest. It's kind of odd that these people that are working for the American government seem to not really want to help the American government, but help foreign governments against America's interest. It's kind of strange to me. Like Vindman, this guy over here in this picture, who perjured himself, may I add, during the impeachment testimony. Just like Maria Yovanovitch. Perjure yourself twice. Not once, but twice. Nothing will ever come of it. But the reason why I say this is very important when it ties into the impeachment inquiry and impeachment moving forward to the Senate. Well, if this goes to trial, all this is going to be brought up in the Senate. Biden, both Bidens, Hunter and Joe, are going to need to be brought in for questioning before we can get to that. Okay. We do know that there was Ukrainian interference. Ukraine has a long history of being a corrupt country, a corrupt government. I will say their new leaders, their new president, he seems to be actually trying to do what he campaigned on, which was knocking out corruption. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But just think. If the Democrats move to impeach in the House. They move this to the Senate. The Republicans are going to be able to call the witnesses then. So we'll be able to have Biden, both Bidens, Hunter and Joe. We can have Schiff himself come up there. And then we can finally get to see and hear from the whistleblower, who we're not allowed to mention for some particular reason, which is not covered under the Whistleblower Protection Act. I don't understand why we can't talk about him, but the internet, Google and all them just will not let us say their name. My video where I called out the whistleblower by name, yeah, it was deleted. Just like everyone else's that did the same thing, because it was public knowledge, because it was published in newsprint, making it public knowledge. But I tell you what, they're gonna, if Democrats, I'm telling you, the best thing you could do would be to vote to censor the president and not to impeach. This impeachment thing is going to backfire on y'all so bad, and I think there's a lot of Democrats who know this now. They're seeing this. Trump has said numerous times, even today during it was a Fox and Friends interview on the phone. He said, "I want a trial." So, Democrats, the ball is in your court, and you're down by about 150 points right now. So you should probably really strategically think about how this is going to make y'all look in the end. Because already y'all look bad. Just from the testimony that we heard through the past 2 weeks, y'all's narratives kind of fell apart. And I'm sorry, that one Democratic congressperson, I don't remember his name. He's pretty insignificant to me. When you came out and said hearsay is sometimes even greater than physical evidence, you've lost the plot. You've lost the plot. That was one of the stupidest statements I've ever heard. But okay. What I'm saying here, what I'm getting at is the Democrats have backed themselves in a corner, and I don't think they're going to be able to dig their way out of this one. Not easily. And plus we got the FISA abuse report. It's going to be coming out on the 9th of December, which the moment it comes out, I'm going to be making sure I get all that information to you, because we all need to see what's in there. So, on top of that, Democrats aren't looking good. This whole impeachment sham should be coming to an end hopefully soon, people. And Nancy Pelosi, I think your days as Speaker of the House are going to be numbered soon, so that'll be a positive for our country, because you have done nothing but caused even more divisiveness and shenanigans. So, we'll see how it goes. And I'd love to hear your comments on this. Whether you think the Democrats are pretty much out back on this one, especially if they move to a trial in the Senate, which I hope they do, because that's going to be, when those Republicans get to call witnesses, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting. Or whether you think the Democrats may have won out on this impeachment and it makes them look good. I don't care. Argue your point then. Argue your point to me. I'd love to hear it, and I will sit down and we can hash it out. But as always, like, share, and subscribe. I will keep updates coming as more come. So we'll get to it. I will catch y'all on the flip side.